Good morning, options players. Today is Wednesday, March 15th, 2017. This is Michael, otherwise known as Rice Pirate. I'm Director of Education here at optionsplayers.com. So this is the daily chart on Apple. And if we go back to basically October, or actually middle of November, you can see we've got some really nice channels that have been in formation. We've got an ascending trend line on the bottom here. We got a parallel line up at the top, which is really an ascending channel. That was broken and up to the upside on earnings, and we've been in a similar parallel channel going up with a very strong momentum upwards since the end of January. What I take a look at are a couple of things on this. Let's get a little bit closer in. The first thing is we were very close to the Bollinger Band on this day, which is Wednesday, the 1st of March. And the next day we had a red candle down, and there's a signal here that actually was at a downward trend. And we had the ADX, which very briefly entered the zone between the positive DI and the negative DI. That's the zone for me, and it exited immediately. For me, that actually was a signal. That was a signal that we were going to get a potential downward move right here. Okay, we had the zone exit between the days. So that actually was a confirming that we were potentially going to be going down, and we're going to be starting what's called the 1030 dance. So if you take a look at what's happened since then, is we were definitely in sort of a 1030 dance, and we had our first hit to that 10 right here, which was yesterday or 2 days ago. We had an open below the 10 SMA, and then it closed above it. That counts as hit number 1. And then we had a hit number 2 in the formation the next day, right here, and we came down, which is yesterday. We closed below that 10 SMA. So what I'm expecting is this to go up. I'm expecting to go up potentially as high as that upper Bollinger Band. But on the flip side, we could go down. We don't know. So what I want to do is I want to actually put some targets in. So I've got my first target right here. When we cross the 10 SMA, I put a target on the bottom side right here at the 20 SMA, which is also called the middle Bollinger Band. And then I also put a target right here on the upper Bollinger Band. Those are the two targets. We do have the Bollinger Bands that are starting to squeeze. We have an event coming up, and we could go either way. Because we are lower than the 10 SMA, my prognosis is that it's going to go up. Okay? It may or may not go up. We may gap up, we may gap down. I don't know what's going to happen until maybe a couple of minutes before the open. But I'm projecting that it is going to go up. Whether it goes up or down, the change of the options price is not going to be huge because we're going to have a lot of volatility juiced in prior to that Fed announcement or that Fed meeting at 2 o'clock or 1 or 2 o'clock. So I'm expecting that I'm either going to take just a small loss on my calls, or it is going to go up. So I'm expecting over the next day to 2 days for it to go up all the way up to here, to 141 region. Let's hope, because we'll all be profitable. The other thing I'm looking at is the ADX and the DMI. We do have the positive DI that is diverging upwards away from the negative DI on the bottom, and we potentially have that ADX that could enter the zone. That is also a bullish signal, and if it does hit that, if that ADX does enter the zone, that is a very nice signal that it's going to go up, and it will definitely go up all the way here. I could be wrong, so I keep everything with a grain of salt here. Know where you're wrong, because if you know where you're wrong, you can get out at a minimal loss. But if you're not wrong, ride it all the way up to what your expectation is. Our next session of the Money Tree will be on Sunday evening, this coming Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've had some really great trades identified in the Money Tree over the last several weeks. The most recent ones would be Verizon. We did a straddle this last week that earned 15% in 2 days with almost no risk. And we are currently in a CMG trade as well that has got $1,150 locked in. That's profit that can't go away. We're playing with house money, and we got a potential profit of another $2,000 on top of that. So well over $3,000. on an original risk of $2,000, but we don't have any risk anymore because that particular trade is all house money. So if you're interested and want to sign up for Money Tree or take a look at it a little bit more in depth, please contact Steve at optionsplayers.com.